Respectfully, y'all can keep that. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hey. I have been collecting fragrances for quite some time, and about 90% of them are blind buys. Now, if you are a fellow blind buy baddie, you know that sometimes things just don't work out. In fact, if you would like to see some of what didn't work out for me, I'll make sure I leave my most recent fragrance declutter linked up in the cards. Anyway, all of that to say, I've learned some hard lessons these last few years since I've been collecting fragrances. So in 2023, I'm going to stop listening to y'all on YouTube and Fragrantica. I have a bunch of samples, decants, and travel sprays that I've picked up over the last few months, and we're going to go through it and see which ones are actually worth the investment, in my humble opinion. But before we get into today's video, please make sure that you are subscribed and be sure to hit that notification bell, boo, so you don't miss when I upload another video. And if you enjoyed today's video, I would greatly appreciate if you gave me a thumbs up, because it really helps to support my channel. And of course, if you are interested in purchasing any single thing that I mentioned here today, please make sure that you shop via the links down below in the description box, because that also helps to support my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, some of these I have already been testing offline, but a number of these samples I either haven't smelled in a very, very long time, or they're going to be true first impressions. So if you're interested in watching me play around with a few samples and my thoughts about what is and what isn't full bottle worthy, make sure you keep watching. So I'm going to start today's video with my scent of the day. This is from MFK, and this is 724. So here is my little sample. I actually picked this up from Twisted Lily, and you can too. I'll make sure I leave a link as well as my discount code for Twisted Lily down below in the description box. I have told you all before about how Twisted Lily is often my go-to when it comes to affordable niche fragrance samples. I picked this sample up with my own money around the time when 724 launched. You can see that I have been wearing this. Like I said, this is my scent of the day, so I'll just go ahead and spray it on my skin. This, I feel like, is MFK's contribution to the clean girl aesthetic trend. Definitely a unisex scent because, in my opinion, especially in the opening, it smells like fresh, clean laundry. It's crisp, it's simple, but it's also like making a statement at the same time, especially when you first spray it. This may come off as a bit screechy to a lot of people because the citruses in the opening are pretty robust. This is a great everyday scent. Great for lounging around the house, great for running errands, great to wear to work. I really enjoy the projection of this fragrance, especially for the first couple of hours of wear. Around that third or fourth hour mark, I'm finding that 724 is definitely more of an intimate skin scent, and I'm picking up more of the musks and the white florals. To me, 724 is definitely a nice, easy, freshy go-to. I don't mean no harm. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my samples, but as far as me purchasing a full-size bottle of it, it's a really nice fragrance, but in my opinion, it's just not unique enough to really warrant an MFK price tag. This next sample is another one that I've been playing around with offline and is very popular amongst the girlies here on YouTube. This is Maison Margiela Replica's Jazz Club. So here is my little Jazz Club tester. Like I said, I have been playing around with this one and I don't have much left, so I'm not going to spray very much on this card here, okay? Replica markets this as a male fragrance, and I guess I can see that, but y'all know I wear what I want when I want. This is definitely a polarizing fragrance. It's not going to be for everybody. This is smoky and boozy, but it's also sweet and smooth. Definitely a cold weather fragrance. Really sexy and mysterious. Great for a nice cool night out. I actually really enjoy Jazz Club on my skin, but only for about 35-45 minutes. Like, one thing about it, I'm going to completely lose this scent in under an hour. In fact, I'm already starting to lose the scent on this paper, and it's been maybe 15 minutes. FYI, the Replica line from Maison Margiela are all eau de toilette formulations. So, in theory, we shouldn't really expect them to last an astronomical amount of time, but generally speaking, I just feel like Replica fragrances overall are extremely overpriced. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my little sample because I really do enjoy Jazz Club, but in my opinion, the longevity, the performance, just not worth the price tag. Now let's get into a pretty popular fragrance that I have actually never gotten my nose on personally. This is actually a Miss Dior Eau de Parfum by Dior. Obviously. Not sure if my lights are going to be too bright, but here is my little Miss Dior sample. And let's go ahead and see what it's hitting for, okay? reminds me of something. Oh, Miss Dior is very girly. There's an element of this that kind of reminds me of my Burberry blush, which is a really clean, kind of shampoo-y scent that I've mentioned previously on my channel. It kind of reminds me of that, but especially as this dries down, it's a bit more sweet and powdery. That powderiness is really coming through as this dries down. This is definitely a crowd-pleasing, signature scent-worthy, easy grab fragrance. You can definitely wear this to brunch. You can wear it to a wedding. You can wear this to the office. Now, I will say that Miss Dior is not especially unique, but it's really, really pretty to me. So for that reason, I may not get a full-size bottle, but I might go ahead and get a little travel spray. This next one, I actually haven't got my nose on it in years. I wasn't a fan of it when I tried it years ago, but this is a cult classic in the fragrance community, so I'm gonna go ahead and revisit it and try to have an open mind. This is Viktor & Rolf's Flowerbomb, the OG Flowerbomb. If you are not new to my channel, you know that I am a Flowerbomb nectar stan, okay? Flowerbomb nectar is that girl. So here is my little Flowerbomb tester. I hope I don't hate this. I still don't like this. It just smells like earthy, spicy, and I don't want to say it smells old, but it's definitely more on the sophisticated, mature side of the spectrum, in my opinion. I will say that the patchouli in this is not too dirty, and I can definitely see how the DNA of this is in my fave Flowerbomb nectar, but something about this, yeah, Flowerbomb is just, it's just not for me. Coincidentally, I also have a sample of the Flowerbomb Ruby Orchid flanker. So here is my Ruby Orchid tester. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what this is all about. In the opening of this, I get that same spicy, somewhat medicinal OG Flowerbomb DNA, but I'm also picking up some elements from Flowerbomb nectar, that kind of metallic, vanillic, sweet sexiness that I really love from Flowerbomb nectar. In case you didn't know, this is the Flowerbomb nectar stan channel. Now, y'all be saying y'all pick up peach when y'all smell Ruby Orchid, and unless I done just completely forgot what a peach smell like, somebody lying. I'm not picking up any peach whatsoever. Now, Ruby Orchid is definitely sweet, sexy, mysterious, and I do really enjoy it over the OG Flowerbomb. Howsoever, I just feel like Flowerbomb nectar just checks all of the boxes for me. So respectfully, I'm gonna go ahead and stick beside Flowerbomb nectar, and yeah, y'all can have Ruby Orchid. So next I have a couple of decants from Royalty Scents. Royalty Scents is a subscription service, and you can get indie, celebrity, designer, and niche fragrances, and you get a reusable atomizer, and you get a substantial amount of the fragrance to really test to see if it's going to be worth your coin. This ain't no ad for Royalty Scents. So anyway, this is a decant of Tiziana Terenzi's Draco. So let's go ahead and see what this is hidden for. This is definitely a Tiziana Terenzi fragrance because this is strong. This is very, very citrusy in the opening, but it's more refined. It's not giving me pledge, which I can really respect. One thing about citruses, things can go left very quickly. I feel like you can wear this all year round, but I feel like it's going to really, really thrive in the warmer months. Definitely spring, summer, just because of how fresh and clean it is. This is giving clean girl aesthetic / black girl luxury to me. And as this dries down, to me, this is getting more fruity and powdery and soft. Oh, I like this. Draco, I feel like is a similar vibe to MFK's 724, but I feel like this might be a bit more refined. I feel like this is a great, fresh, everyday fragrance. Definitely signature scent worthy as well. Now, if you are not familiar with the house of Tiziana Terenzi, the musk be muskin', okay? Very potent, very polarizing. So this won't be for everybody. This also has amazing longevity and crazy sillage, and I dare you to overspray it because this is a beast for sure. Definitely unisex to me. It may be a little more feminine leaning depending on how your nose picks up the florals and the fruitiness in this. Now, is Draco full bottle worthy? Yes and no. First of all, I already know with Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, I'm going to get my cost per wear. Because one thing about it, Tiziana Terenzi is a niche fragrance house, okay? Not only are you going to get projection and sillage, you're also going to get fantastic performance and longevity from the fragrance as well. But $350 American is a whole lot of money. Draco is a really beautiful scent, especially if you like fresh, clean, musky fragrances. But $350 it just seems extreme. So respectfully, the answer is no. This next fragrance I picked up because of my good toxic sis Denise Adore. This is BDK's Tabac Rose. She has been raving about this, and so what really intrigued me about this was the plum note. I had to get my nose on it. Tabac Rose is another potent, polarizing fragrance that will not be for everybody, but oh, it's just so sexy. To me, this is more spicy than it is sweet, and it definitely smells better on skin than it does on paper. And I have to say, I'm not typically a tobacco type of girl, but the tobacco in here is just so smooth and sweet. To me, this is definitely date night, cold weather, unisex type of scent. I wouldn't wear this in warm months at all. Not at all. This is definitely going to be too much, just too heavy for the warmer months. This is a very sophisticated, dark, mysterious, very sexy fragrance, and the performance on skin is out of this world. Now, as far as Tabac Rose being full bottle worthy, I'm inclined to say yes. I just don't have anything like Tabac Rose in my collection. This is just smooth and refined and unique, and I just love the way that this fragrance is blended. So yeah, in my opinion, definitely full bottle worthy. This next fragrance I actually shared with you all in one of my recent hauls, and I have been playing around with the travel spray. This is YSL's Libre Le Parfum, and I know you see the dent. I know you see it. So this one, listen, Libre Le Parfum has changed the game for people that don't even like any of the Libre flankers. This is fresh and spicy, but it's also warm and sweet at the same damn time. I feel like a lot of people who felt like the original Libre was a little bit too masculine leaning because of the lavender note has been enjoying Libre Le Parfum a lot more because the lavender is definitely a bit more subdued. In fact, my good sis Quinn Ray is one of those people. She is not a fan of any of the YSL Libres, but the Libre Le Parfum, she is a stan. This is classy and cozy and sexy, and I get great performance from this. I have said this before on my channel, and I'm going to double down on it. If you have not enjoyed any of the YSL Libre flankers, definitely get your nose on the Libre Le Parfum. As for me in my house, I will most definitely be getting a full-size bottle of Libre Le Parfum. It's just, oh, she's just a great time. So folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video of playing around with some samples and decants that I've picked up over the last few months. You all be sure to drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And on your way to watching another video of mine, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please be safe. And I'll catch you in the next one.